The Jeep Wrangler requires not a great reason. This military-motivated 4x4 fan has been around in some structure for almost 80 years, and the most recent emphasis stretches the boundaries of execution and proficiency without forfeiting the Wrangler's greatness away from asphalt. Last year presented to us the Xtreme Recon bundle to contend with the Portage Horse's Yeti pack. The current year's updates incorporate a restricted version and a couple of visual changes. The Wrangler contends with other rough-terrain SUVs including the Portage Horse, Toyota 4Runner, and Land Meanderer Safeguard. Jeep's square-shaped symbol is sure and fit on the path. Veterans will appreciate stretching the Wrangler's boundaries, creeping rocks and utilizing shrewd tech, disengaging hostile-to-move bars, while tenderfoots could never have a more idiot-proof buddy plunging their toes into the universe of going romping. One of the viewpoints that won the Wrangler our 2019 SUV of the Year grant was its superior on-street execution, yet anybody coming from a traditional vehicle or hybrid would depict the Jeep's controlling and taking care of as obsolete and farming. Those penances cost the Wrangler a success in our modest rough terrain correlation, losing to the Portage Horse game. All things considered, its fabricate quality and rough terrain capacity procured a triumph over its actual contest, the regular Portage Horse. One of the Wrangler's most noteworthy assets is its expansiveness of powertrain and trim choices, going from an extravagantly named module crossbreed to a 470 horsepower Rubicon Xtreme Recon with all the rough terrain gear you could envision. Also, the Wrangler has the best resale worth of any SUV, selling for around 3/4 of its unique price tag following 5 years of proprietorship. We comprehend the reason why these things are so famous. The Wrangler's scope of powertrain choices is unrivaled in the rough terrain space. Besides the fact that it offers normally suctioned, turbocharged, and diesel choices, there's likewise a module mixture and an over-the-top 470 horsepower V8. All Wranglers include standard all-wheel drive, and albeit a few variations offer a 6-speed manual, most are solely accessible with an 8-speed programmed. Concerning the diesel, get it while you can. Jeep has reported that the 2023 Wrangler will be the last model year for that powertrain choice. 3.6-liter V6. Pull/force, 285 HP/260 lb-ft. Proficiency, city/thruway 1720/23-25 miles per gallon. Speed increase, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 6.9 seconds. On the off chance that you're looking for a protected little SUV, it very well might be ideal to look somewhere else. The Wrangler gets unremarkable 4-star front-facing and 3-star rollover evaluations from the NHTSA, as well as a peripheral little crossover front crashworthiness rating from the IIHS. In that IIHS test, the Wrangler has even been displayed to flip over. The IIHS additionally gave poor and peripheral front light evaluations. Jeep incorporates no driver help highlights as standard either, yet there are a couple of on the table on the off chance that you're willing to fork over additional money. With every one of the cases ticked, the Wrangler is accessible with programmed crisis slowing down, versatile journey control, vulnerable side observing, and programmed high radiates. Jeep offers 2 unique infotainment arrangements in the Wrangler, a 7.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and an 8.4-inch arrangement with the cell phone reflecting tech in addition to coordinated route. That bigger framework comes packaged with a forward-looking path camera for extra perceivability rough terrain. 8-speaker sound is standard, however an elevated premium framework is incorporated with higher trims. Jeep presented the Xtreme Recon bundle last year, and joined with the Rubicon trim, it makes for the most proficient industrial facility Wrangler Jeep has at any point constructed. Notwithstanding the Rubicon's as of now amazing assortment of rough terrain gear, the Xtreme Recon Pack, which is additionally accessible on the Willys and Willys game trims, adds 35-inch 315 segment BF Goodrich K02 off-road tires that are taller and more extensive than those fitted to the standard Ruby. That is the clearest distinction. However, the bundle likewise adds special 18-inch beadlock competent wheels, a 1.5-inch lift, a super short 4.88:1 hub proportion choice, a built-up swing entryway, and redesigned brakes. The Wrangler turns out to be significantly more skilled with the presentation of the Rubicon 20th commemoration releases. A half-inch suspension lift increments ground leeway and water fording capacities on these models. Beadlock skilled wheels, steel guards, a triple-band grille watch, refreshed grille plan, and a red and dark cowhide inside are likewise important for the overhaul. These overhauls are accessible on the 4xe and 392, with the last unique version acquiring an onboard air blower. Restricted to 150 units, the Rubicon 20th Commemoration Level 2 upfit by American Endeavor Vehicles brings 37-inch tires to the Jeep Wrangler. Interestingly, different updates incorporate a Caution VREVO 10S winch, beefier suspension, rough terrain lights, and unique front and back guards. Jeep says this upfit makes the most proficient Wrangler ever with 14.2 crawls of ground freedom, as well as a 50-degree approach point, 33-degree breakover point, and 43-degree flight point. Picking the right Wrangler can be more earnestly than you suspect. Go for the base model, and you'll wind up with a stripped-out utility machine with manual windows, manual locks, and a plastic controlling wheel. Yet on the off chance that you go with every one of the choices you need, it's not difficult to wind up spending more than $50,000. All things considered, with the Wrangler's sublime worth maintenance, you could probably manage a somewhat more costly model contrasted with different SUVs. We're aficionados of the balanced Willys trim with the 2.0-liter Super 4 Sky fabric top and the Sun and Sound bundle. Certainly, it's costly, yet you'll get a large portion of your cash back when you exchange it.